all of you. I love you. All right. It's Friday, so you know what that means. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's got 13 abs for the 13 original colonies. Fox and Friends weekend co-host, the hunky Pete Hegseth. She's got a southern drawl and likes to brawl. Co-host of The Bottom Line on Fox Business, Jacob McDowell. She's like dental floss, thin, wiry, and makes your gums bleed. New York Times best-selling author and Fox News contributor, Kat. And what you call the Great Pyramids, he calls a footstool. New York Times best-selling author, comedian, and former NWA world champion, Kyra. Yes! All right, before we get to some news stories, let's do this.
Greg's Leftovers.
Yeah, it's Leftovers, where I read the jokes we didn't use this week, and as always, it's my first time reading them. So if they suck, we'll beat Joe Mackey to death with Jesse Waters' hairpiece. Weighs 80 pounds. All right, an Australian billionaire announced plans to build Titanic 2. In a similar story, Joe Biden is running for a second term. Once again, the president asked if he was allowed to take questions during a campaign stop. Then his staff immediately hustled reporters out of the room. In their defense, visiting hours were over. Yeah, nice. A Georgia judge has ruled that Fani Willis can stay on the Trump case, but only if she fires her former lover, Nathan Wade. So it appears she's still screwing him. Play on words, America. Deal with it. A new booking tool allows travelers to avoid flying on Boeing 737 MAX planes. Boeing CEO said if anybody has complaints, his door is open. Yeah. Dylan Mulvaney has debuted his first music video for a song called Days of Girlhood. At least one music fan says he loves it. Elon Musk abruptly canceled Don Lemon's X show after taping one episode. So if Don's looking for work, I could always use a new footrest. It's what Joe Mackey does in the daytime. 57-year-old Mike Tyson will return to boxing in a fight not sanctioned by the IBF, WBC, or WBO. We're still waiting on the AARP. Arkansas is banned using a gender-neutral marker on its driver's licenses. Anyone worried they'll have to prove they're female with a physical exam have been told the state's bringing in an expert. A Canadian Supreme Court justice faced criticism for calling a female rape victim a woman instead of a person with a vagina. The judge fired back, saying that every Canadian knows a pussy when they see one. McAllen, Texas, was named as the most obese city in the USA. The mayor of McAllen disputes this, saying the city's just big-boned. Saudi Arabia's first humanoid robot inappropriately touched a female reporter, which makes me wonder, could this be the beginning of the R2 Me Too movement? Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia also introduced its first female robot.
That's up. That's up. The Burker 101.
Yeah. Oh, man. A man who spent 72 years living in an iron lung has passed away. In lieu of flowers, his family asks you send WD-40.
You should have did the other one. You should have did the.
An elderly woman went to Disney World to celebrate her 106th birthday. She was still in line for her 107th birthday.
Uh-oh.
Monica Lewinsky is now the head of a marketing campaign for women's dresses, or as Bill calls them, Targets.
You cheat one time, man.
One time. Sunday is St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's where celebrants are encouraged to practice the age-old custom of simultaneously vomiting and urinating behind a parked car. Finally, according to a report, nearly 30% of Gen Z women identify as LGBTQ. And that figure goes up to 100% whenever they're approached by this man.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah. Now, to the news. Would you like ranch or blue cheese with your deep-fried Burmese? True, while they eat steaks, the elites want us eating snakes. As they warn us that climate change threatens to incinerate the earth, the global geeks have stumbled upon something new to eat: snakes. A new study shows python farming could offer one of the most sustainable sources of meat in the world. Yes, sustainable. The code phrase for tastes like an old man's armpit. But why pythons, you ask? Good question, imaginary person. Well, scientists point out pythons can survive extreme weather, go without water for long periods of time, and seldom contract animal viruses like bird flu, swine flu, or COVID-19. None of these points, you see, have anything to do with how delicious snake meat is. Which is probably why they survive. Even other animals find them disgusting. They also grow extremely fast and have a smaller carbon footprint than traditional meat sources like beef or pork. Well, duh, they have no footprint because they don't have any feet. But I guess the smaller carbon footprint means snakes fart less, or at least they're good at blaming it on alligators. Apparently, python farming is already happening in parts of Asia, quote, in countries with a cultural precedence for eating reptiles and food, and where food security is increasingly compromised through the impacts of global challenges such as climate change. Reptiles offer an efficient, safe, and flexible source of protein. So there you have it. The elites say it's time for snake and bake. So when you now hear that there are snakes on a plane, it just means having more snack options.
Wasn't bad.
Yeah, but once again, you have the world's experts telling you that the globe is in grave danger, and here's what you must do to save it. And it's always that they never would do. Eat insects, eat snakes, give up their private flights to Davos or Aspen. We should feed them to the pythons. Yeah. Although I doubt they can unhinge their jaw enough to swallow Al Gore. But because they're better than you or me, they're exempt from their own advice. Instead of let 'em eat cake, it's let 'em eat snake. While they gorge on filet mignon in their Gulfstream G500. Sorry, I think eating snakes should be like marriage. You should only do it when you're backed into a corner with no other options. Thank you. Plus, things can always go wrong. I believe we have video of an unfortunate mishap.
Yeah, I'm outside in the shop with my pants down. I was taking a I noticed some money on the floor, and I looked up, and there was a snake in here with me.
Well, the snake's supposed to knock? That's your problem. All right, you know, Pete, you've been all over the world, but enough about the bedroom.
Wow.
Welcome to the show.
And we're talking about snakes, too.
You're in the fire now.
Have you ever eaten snake? Would you eat snake? Would you go full Stabler?
I would definitely eat. I want to know what snake tastes like.
Chicken.
Does it really taste like chicken?
Yeah, it tastes like chicken.
Okay, so it's
Just a healthier.
no better at all.
It's dull chicken.
I want to know, so yes, I would try it, of course. Of course, I'm not going to eat it only if it tastes like steak. In order to have more farms, you need more farmers.
Right.
That want to be snake farmers.
Yes.
And I have yet to meet anybody
Yeah.
that would like to gather up hundreds and hundreds of snakes and then have them breed more snakes. I know you
I'm sitting right here.
But you don't want to be a farmer.
I have hundreds of snakes.
Okay, some people would say you're not normal type. Okay?
You got their names? Did you write them on the list? Is it Greg? Is it Greg?
It's not me.
I feel like it was Greg.
People say I'm a python farmer when I'm doing bicep curls.
No.
Dagan,
That's
Dagan.
why you wait.
No, I
That's
have a
why
question.
you wore the short sleeve shirt
Yeah.
so you could tell that joke.
It's spring.
Dummies fell for
It's
it.
spring. Dagan, being from the South, is snake what they serve at the fancier restaurants? You know, like, look, it's
never
snake,
mind.
and they always say market price
You about to
underneath.
get it.
No,
You about to get it.
because Southern people are smart. Because you can raise hogs and you can raise cattle, and if a hog gets loose or a head of cattle gets loose, you got people who can handle that and get the hog or the head of cattle back to where it belongs. But some crafty ass python is going to slither into the pond and take up residence behind your house, and then all of a sudden the neighbor's dog is missing.
Yeah.
And then your dog is missing. And then cat's missing. Literally, cat's missing. Because, and then you got 1, 2, 3 pythons living in the pond that are like 100+ pounds and 19 feet long. I'm talking about the Florida Everglades.
Little history there. Thank you. I knew she'd. You know, Kat, I know you'd eat anything as long as it's in the form of a soup. So like a cobra chowder, a Burmese broth, a python puree.
I don't like puree.
No, you don't?
I don't like anything puree or bisque. Because I like to chew a little. You know,
Half the audience was like, I remember that.
I do. I always ask. Like, I was really disappointed. I actually ordered potato leek soup the other day, and it was like a puree. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't want a warm smoothie. I was thinking chunks of potatoes. I was really disappointed.
You like hearty.
I do, yes. And I like to put a lot of saltine crackers in it, which I'm not really very. If you've seen me eat, it gets everywhere.
Right.
I don't have the best of fine motor skills. But anyway, is there a question?
No, I asked you. Just asked you if you'd eat a soup. But I like.
Depends
now
how
that I'm
good
on the
soup is.
Exactly.
What?
Depends how good the soup is. If
Yeah.
I said, what do you think of the snake noodle, and they said it was delicious, then I might try it. But if they were like, it's sustainable, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't eat. I eat because I want something that tastes good, not because it's sustainable. I don't want to sustain my appetite. I want to fill my appetite.
They're hard to clean, too.
Oh, are
Gotta
they?
pull the skin, little hands, hard, can't pull the skin.
Yeah, you got to just kind of go.
Yeah.
I just started thinking of, do you remember when Campbell Soup started making those soups in the red can?
No, I played outside, Greg.
Oh. Your clapping only encourages nationwide bullying. So, Tice, you're the expert here.
This is honest. This is stupid. First of all, the amount of money spent on maintaining them will kill you. You can stick a cow out in the yard and get some grass and stuff. The snake has to have a certain temperature. They won't grow. They won't eat. You got to keep them, and because they're from a tropical climate, yeah, you can pull the off in Asia where they're from, but if you do that in Wisconsin snake farming, every winter, unless popsicle snakes are real popular, their asses ain't making it.
Popsicle snakes.
Yeah, I breed ball pythons and stuff, and I can't say at any time I was like, man, this looks delicious.
Yeah.
So, again, this is one of these ideas they have that they say stuff on the wall, and you're digging. I guarantee you're right. They saw something on Twitter about Burmese pythons being invasive species in Florida, and they said instead of wondering why our infrastructure is so screwed up and routing ships are so screwed up, they're like, you know what? We can make them eat them.
Yeah.
It's so sustainable. But, yeah. But you ain't eating my babies.
No.
around and find out, come get my snakes.
All right, before we go, a quick announcement. I'm going back on tour this summer. Come see me live with special guest Tom Schlew. I love Tom. I'll be in Red Bank, New Jersey, Fort Lauderdale, Durham, and Las Vegas. Go to ggutfeld.com for ticket info.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.